Six Flags Mexico is considered one of Six Flags' lower tier parks, but ever since they got their Vekoma tilt coaster stolen from them, now things are getting a little bit interesting. They're getting a family boomerang, and now I'm wondering, what's coming up next for Six Flags Mexico? What's up guys, Cam here. Before we get to today's video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Now we're back again looking at Six Flags Mexico. Now, Six Flags Mexico is considered one of Six Flags' lower tier parks, but in all honesty, it's actually not that bad of a park. I mean, they have a bunch of roller coasters, but now I have to wonder, ever since they got their Vekoma tilt coasters just like ripped away from them because of, I think, permits, and Cedar Point kind of just needed the coaster more, so they took the coaster. Now I'm kind of wondering what could be coming next to Six Flags Mexico. They are adding a Vekoma boomerang this year, but now, or not a Vekoma boomerang, a family boomerang. So this year I'm kind of wondering, like, what's going to be coming, like 2029, possibly 2028? So I'm going to be going over a couple of options that I think could possibly be coming to the Six Flags parks of Six Flags Mexico. So starting off, we're going to start off with the classic manufacturer, Intamin. Now Intamin has a couple models that I wouldn't be surprised to see at the park. Starting off, of course, is the LSM launch coaster. It is a very good model by all standards. They've made a bunch of them, like Taiga as a actually really good coaster. I mean, you look at these and you think, wow, like Batman Gotham City Escape to Tatis Pantheon, like Taiga, Dueling Dragons in Asia, Terran, Red Force, Soaring with Dragon, Cheetah Hunt, Maverick, Ice Speed, Accelerate. Like, this is a very good looking lineup for this, and I wouldn't be surprised to see one come to Mexico. I mean, they did it for Lin and Maki, so I wouldn't be surprised to see if an LSM launch coaster were to come to Six Flags Mexico. But I also wouldn't be surprised to see a hot racer come to Six Flags Mexico. As you see, the prototype is very well, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were to give Six Flags Mexico a discount if they were willing to sell them it. It's like, Six Flags is very well known for being like the prototype guy. Like, we wouldn't be seeing Zack Spins everywhere or boomerangs everywhere if Six Flags didn't take a chance on them. Like, that's something really well. But there are two very long shot models that I would actually be very happy to see. Number one is an Intamin wing coaster, and the wing coaster is actually pretty long shot because they haven't made a lot of them. They've made like two, and actually, they made three. I was thinking Flying Aces and Furious Baco, but I forgot Skyrush. So they've made three wing coasters, but it would actually be very cool to see them finally get another like big thrill coaster in the wing coaster. But one that I think is out of this world impossibility, but would be absolutely insane to see, is a Intamin Mine Train coaster. Now, this could be like really cool in the sense of like a big new Mine Train coaster, like family thrill, but also like really thrilling. Like, you've seen Gold Rush at Drain Manor is considered one of the best coasters of 2024. I mean, I bet it would be really cool to see a Mine Train coaster come to Six Flags Mexico. Now heading on to B&M. Now there's a lot of models that we could do, but I feel like we have to rule out a couple. I mean, starting off, Six Flags Mexico has no B&Ms, but they do have a Batman the Ride, which is a Vekoma SLC edition. So the inverted coaster will be out. I bet we'll also be not seeing a sitting down coaster, stand up family coaster. So that leaves a couple models. I don't think about the floorless either, so maybe not flying either. So it's either wing coaster, hyper coaster, or dive coaster, and I'm going to take wing coaster off the list. So either a hyper coaster or dive coaster, and they have Superman on Ultimo Escape, which is hyper coaster. So I think a dive coaster is most likely for the Six Flags Mexico train, because Six Flags Over Texas is getting a big dive coaster. So in the possible future, we could be seeing another big dive coming to another Six Flags park, which I'd be happy. Actually, they're getting three. It's Great America, Over Texas, and I hope Six Flags Mexico could see a dive coaster come to the park. So yeah, that's really it from B&M. And then we have to head on to Vekoma, the manufacturer that I I think is a little tiny bit overrated. I mean, look, I haven't rode a lot of Vekomas. I've rode all the Disneyland coasters are Vekomas, but Vekoma is a interesting manufacturer. I mean, we have to look at it like they're getting a thrilling boomerang, so they already seem to have a little bit of a relationship with Vekoma. I mean, they were gonna get a Vekoma tilt coaster. That's what kind of made me mad. So, it might be possible to see a like suspended family coaster. I mean, they already Batman the ride, so maybe like sit down thrill coasters, definitely something like what they have in like the new park that's getting built there. So I definitely see that they could like try to one up them and get a new Vekoma coaster up, but I'm not sure. Next up is Mack Rides, and Mack Rides has a okay history with Six Flags. I mean, I don't remember a lot of Mack coasters at Six Flags. What about bobsled? The bobsleds. Yeah. So starting off, there's a lot of coasters that we wouldn't be surprised. I mean, hey, a Striker coaster. I'm just saying, like, I'd want a Striker coaster at Six Flags Mexico. But at the same time, we have to think a little bit realisticer. So maybe Big Dipper, or maybe a like extreme spinner coaster. But they already have the Joker coaster, so it's probably, if it was a Mack coaster, I hope it's like Big Dipper or a Striker, because that would be very good. So yeah, next up is S&S. Now, we might not see a lot of S&S, but I'm just saying an El Loco would be a pretty solid model for Six Flags Mexico. I mean, it isn't that expensive, and it's a bigger thrilling coaster, and yeah, I think it would be very well fit for the Six Flags chain. And I think this will be the final one, the final manufacturer. We have Premier Rides. Now, Premier Rides is actually something, let's just say. Premier Rides is good. I really like Premier Rides. They have a lot of really good coasters, and yeah, I think that Premier Rides should build a coaster again. Okay, my website won't load. Okay, so we have a couple coasters that we have now. It's a couple. Okay, I'm going mentally insane. Definitely a Mobius Racing launch coaster wouldn't be bad. I mean, they don't have a dueling coaster, so yeah, like Catapult launch coaster, Tower launch coaster, like they already have a Dark Ride coaster. But they probably will get, if it was a Mack coaster, it would have to be a Skyrocket 2, like, or a Skyrocket 2-3 coach, whatever, or okay, I'm going insane. There's a lot of Skyrocket models, but Skyrocket or Skyrocket 2, it would be very good to see those coming to a Six Flags Mexican park. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Tell me what you think Six Flags Mexico should get in the comments below, and thank you for Kenobi Coaster and Aerotime Thrills for the off-ride footage, and I will see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.